Okay, so we're back and now we're going to set up the logs. We're going to create an end folder so that it'll be able to run or understand. I'm not convinced. I don't want to export from the bash. I want to just be able to set the environment in my end folder. So that's what you're going to see here is what I'm doing. You can see I'm going to ask it that I want to do that, set it in the end folder. And instead of exporting from the bash, and we need to set the base.py to call or to understand that the end folder is set, is where the environment is set, so that it can therefore run from the production of the dev folders. So that's what I've written in here. And then obviously we're going to update the requirements.txt to get the dependencies to do the logs. So here we are, we're going to set this to write, and then we're going to run that, and it's going to read that and understand exactly what we want. So it is in write, but it's not writing anything because I believe the end folder is okay. So what we're going to do here is this is what I'm going to have to, so I'm going to have to create the end folder. We can do that by adding, not here, stop that. We're going to go into right here into the root directory. We're going to add, why is it doing that? Hello? Oh, we need to get out of here, so let's go into here. Yep, there we are. Now we can start the .env folder. There it is, right here. And then we're going to basically insert that into here, and we're going to be able to switch to production if we need. 0 will be in production, log levels, log types, and the security secret key, which we'll set that up later, not right now. And then what I'm going to do is, because I didn't quite understand that it's in the write again, so I'm going to what is going on here? Okay, we're going to accept this. So you're in write mode now, so please can you create the dev.py and production.py too. We're going to copy this path to work from the base.py and load the environment from the .env. Boom. So now it's going to generate the code. So it's going to update our base, and here you are. So there it is. Classic config, excellent. We have a config directory. So let's see what happens here. It wants me to make this regular. Once you create a directory, I have the config directory. We need to generate the dev.py and production.py. Oh, it's in chat still. How do you get back to chat? Put you into write mode. Okay, so stop this. Put it into write. And let's try this again. This must have been the issue. Yes? Try that again. Okay. Now I should be able to get in there and create all the files we need. So there it is. There is our dev. Here's our log things. There's our production. Specific, yes. Excellent. Okay. So check the now when I write a script, I just need to the base .py loading with the .dev. Write new code. Here's an example of how I use this script. Okay, so here we are. So it's going to look from the config base to config. And everything log formats exactly. So what we're going to try and see. Okay, so let's. I don't like this. Okay, so let's write a test to see if the logs are working. Let's, yeah, boom. Okay, so I'm going to test it. Okay, good. There it is in the utilities. So this will be the test logger.py. Excellent. Okay, if you want to test production logging, okay, we can do that. But first, let's see if that's even correct. The end folder, we're in development. Okay, good. Okay, good. So, would you like me to help you check the contents? Let's run the test. Boom. Suggest background terminal. Okay, let's go over to the other terminal. It's going to test it. And here we have an error. Okay, and it sees the error immediately because it's reading this, which I love about WINDSURF. It's just incredible. Now I think it's going to make the corrections, and let's try running it again. And we're up and running. Okay, sweet. Now, test logs in your browser. Okay, so this is where it created a new endpoint. And let's look at the contents of the logs. And here it is, start in production mode. Okay, so that is not correct because obviously we are in development. So, okay, we're going to take a look at that, and it's going to find out that it's wrong. And we'll let it take a look at that. Okay, so now I can't actually read it. See the end folder in your get ignored for security reasons. Let me help you create info manually. Set these up. No. Okay, so here's why I'm going to tell it what's going on. I'm going to let it know that this is the end folder. Here is the v contents. Now setting up the logs can be a little complicated. It's probably going to be the longest video I make. So let's find out if it's going to do this correct. Whoa. Let's open a new one. Okay, so this one's not running in a thing. So we want to run in this one. Reject. I'm going to go to my own. I'm going to take this one here, copy it, and I'm going to run it in here. And there it is. Oh, it says it's already in use. So if that it says that, then it's running up here, and it is. So we're going to shut that down, and we're going to try it again. And there it is, up and running. Info GitHub. So we want to see if it ran. Okay, so then we have to tell it. It seems to think we are in production, but I have development set in the .env. Okay. I'm going to delete this. What's going on here? Oh, you can see there's the issue. We got to go back into the end folder because it actually doesn't even know that it's saved. So now that it's saved, it's going to do something else. And it's going to try running that. Doesn't need to do that. It's going to run. I'm going to reject that. I'm going to go back here. We're going to close this out and make sure nothing's running. It isn't. And let's try that again. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Now the info log tells us we're in development mode, which is perfect. Excellent. And the debug is also enabled. So as you can see, everything seems to be working right. Debug is enabled. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to close this out. And we're going to go into our end folder. And we're going to set production here. Right? Bam. And it's going to want this to be 0. And it tells you that. And then we have to save this because it won't save it automatically. And we can go here and we can run this and check our logs. And running in production mode. So everything's working great. Debug won't be working. We had no errors. So that is that. So everything's set up well. Let's go to the next one when we actually start building the app.